What kind of guy are you making? The guy that you tell them, I'm available. Please, I'm available, come. I'm available, come. And when they come, you go feel face them, you go feel face waiting face you at your age. If you are so addicted and so used to every time you're swallowing, you're taking it, you're taking. Consequence there. Consequence there. Whether you marry or you don't marry, consequence there. By the time you destroy yourself, I see that man, he remain man. Even 78, 80, he still remain man. Then you, at a tender age, you have destroyed yourself. So that's the point I want to make. You give your parents the mental torture, the embarrassment, and then making them wonder about where others talk. They will not have the mouth to talk because of bad picking, abi, because you have caused them high blood pressure. They come here and say, hey, they kidnapped my daughter, they did this. Where was she? And even though this one is for them, I tell them when I'm with them, when the child will be bringing, they ask, say, what do they do? Okay. That's by the way. And mainly, though it can be for the girls too, for the boys. As you grow up, where have you, search your mind, have you let your parents visit because of you? A place that is not worthy of visiting. Let me put it that way. Example, police station, for instance. If if you are the person that have made your parents to come to police station to make statements, is that the kind of life you should live? As an animator, your father, your mother will come to the police station to make statements. You are in a yard, every time you're quarreling and fighting with everybody. Your mother comes from the road that telling her, is your child again today anyway? Let her thank her God that I didn't. Let him thank his God that I didn't. I mean, so let us be, even if it's these few of us here, we can make a change in the society. But when we, because you have Zainab as friend, you have okay, you know them. You have as friends, and what they do. They may not easily lure you, combat you. But then, mind the kind of things you do with them. Mind the kind of things you do with them for the sake of Christ, knowing who you are and your faith. Okay, we are still talking about signs and symptoms of sexual abuse. Fear of changing clothes in the public. Now, shame go dey catch the person to remove clothes. The organs you have are of old woman or old man's own. When your age, you forget that you still have a long way to go. You rush your life, your stages. You rush your stage. Stage 1, you never finish. There's time, and this life is in stages. But by the time you jump stage 3, 4 to 6 and 7, I don't know whether you understand my point. Then you come to think of your life. Life is in stages. Wayo, small. You go get there. As I said, that we are here. If an elder tells you, "No, of must sit well," nobody say, "Nah, like maybe." It's just for you to check. Look around, sit, coordinate yourself well. Children, okay, particularly vulnerable children with communication difficulties, children with disabilities, children who are homeless. I think this one has to do with the neglect. Children who are separated from their families, children in care refugees. I think that one has to do with the neglect, emotional abuse. Effects of abuse. The effects are so much about what was done to the child. Effects, as I said. What happens to a child today, the outcome is tomorrow. And if there's no mention of it, no proper follow-up, it can cause a lot of harm to the child in the future. What it does to the child and to the adults, the child will become. That's what it does to the adults, the child will become in the future. So, as I said, what is worth mentioning? Talk about it. If you are seeing your mom as you're so scared, I mean, we have priests around, we have sisters around. Children, as they come to you, confide in you, so too do we as animators. We need help, spiritually and otherwise. You can't just do it all alone. You need assistance. You need assistance. You need to be guided. You need to be directed spiritually too. Effects of child abuse. The consequences of child abuse and neglect can be devastating. We have said that severally, and far-reaching. Physical injuries can range from bruises, scrapes, and burns to brain damage, permanent disabilities, and death. Sometimes, though, we should center on ourselves, but let me just digress a bit.